Well, good afternoon, Debbie. How are you? Happy Wednesday, which is confusing me because I keep thinking it's Tuesday since I'm live on YouTube. Give everybody a minute to find me since it's a different day and time. Hey, Betty, good to see you. I am standing upright and moving forward. How's that? I had a old boss and friend that used to say that when we would be at work and things would hit the wall. And we were standing upright, moving forward, although sometimes we had to get down on the floor and get low too. But amazing. I don't know what kind of drops they put in my eyes yesterday, and I was so grateful that I had made the decision to go ahead and move my live from yesterday because there's no way. At 10 o'clock last night, I still couldn't see right. It's better this morning, but I still feel like it's just a little bit off. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But anyway, well, happy Wednesday. I know this is a different time and day, and I apologize for that. But we are going to play with some really fun products today. The Otterly Awesome Bundle, or Suite, actually, from Stampin' Up. But first, let's just give you a quick reminder of some of the things that are happening. Of course, it's celebration, and the mini catalog has launched just 8 days ago, right? So lots of good things in here. We're going to be playing with all different kinds of products from this catalog. And remember, too, for January and February, celebration is in place. There is a select little mini catalog of products that you can get for free with your $60 product purchase or your $120 purchase. So you've got ribbon, embellishments, paper, stamps, an embossing folder. Did I say embellishments? And then the back pages show you the two bundles that are available when you hit, not bundles, I'm sorry. One is a stamp set, one is a bundle when you hit $120 in a product purchase. And this is, I love this one. We're playing with this one in my club this month, and we'll probably do a live with that one as well. And this one too. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. That is celebration. Also, if you have a gathering and you hit $300, you pull a couple friends together and you hit $300 in orders, you're going to receive an additional $30 in product. And if you want to try out the benefits of being a demonstrator with Stampin' Up, there's a special offer for that as well. You are going to be able to choose from two options, one of which is allowing you to pick two Stampin' Right bundles, marker bundles, Regals, Brights, Subtles, or Neutrals. You can get two of those for free, plus this cute little handmade designs stamp set. That's really cute. And it also has a handmade buy on the back because I know a lot of people like to stamp their cards. I'm loving the flower. I'm loving the plant. And actually, I like the greetings too. So you can choose that option, or you can get an additional $30 in free product. So you're going to get $125 for $99 plus tax. Then you can do the add-on, option one or option two. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. It's fun to try it out, and Celebration always has a great offer. This time you have the choice between two. We did these projects last week, and this is my creativity delivered. So if you were new to my channel and you don't know what that means, that's my monthly class. It is a to-go class. It comes to you in the mail. You get the PDF electronically. I send that to you through your email. You get enough supplies to make two each of the cards that you see laying here. These are the ones we made last week. You're going to get a sheet, a 12 by 12 sheet of the beautiful brushed gold specialty paper. And this is very messy because I've been playing out of it even more than I did with you guys last week. And you're going to get the Wildflower Birthday Specialty Designer Series paper and die cuts. So I really like these kits with the die cuts because it does make it a little bit easier when you're designing cards to be able to pull a die cut rather than stamp and color images. You're also going to receive a full pack of the party dots and a bonus PDF. And guess what? I decided I'm going to throw a kit in for that bonus card as well. So you're going to get one of these with the PDF So you're getting a total of 9 cards, the 12 by 12 wildflower birthday paper and die cuts, the brushed gold, and the party dots, and then of course the 2 packs for each of the cards. So you'll have a total of 9 cards. So the registration link is below in my description. If you are interested in that, registration closes, I believe, on the 18th, which I think is Saturday, so that I can get everything ordered and get it out the door to you as quickly as I can. So go ahead and sign up for that if you're interested. It's $35. Did I say that? There you go. Upright and taking nourishment. I love that, Deborah. All right. And there's Deborah Mackey. Hey, Deborah Mackey, you were the winner from last week. I don't give away the class since it is a purchased class, but I have this fabulous little bundle here, package for you. Celebrate Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. I'm loving these. I didn't think I was going to like the ephemera packs. I'm loving these. These are just the greetings that are in here. When I actually opened mine, and it's upstairs, sadly, so I can't share it with you. But I opened mine. It has beautiful imagery, florals, and all that kind of stuff. Cute little accent images. So, Deborah, you are the winner. Congratulations. And I am going to get that in the mail to you. Hopefully by might not. Yeah, I'll try to get it in before the end of the week. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, and I won't be back until the weekend, but I'll try to get it out today for you since it is kind of timely. All right. And if I don't write your name on it, then I got to go back and watch my video. Hey, Janine, good to see you. All right. So what else did I want to tell you? Open craft day, if you're local to me in Gettysburg tomorrow. I've had a couple cancellations, so I have lots of spots available. You can come hang out with us and craft the day away. And I think that's everything for right now. So let's look at the cute little stamp set and the dies. This is utterly amazing. It is not just for kids. I often hear that, well, that's just a kid set. No, where do you see the cute little anniversary card I made? You're welcome, Deborah. So look at all the dies. I love this. You've got lots of greenery, some fish, some bubbles, the log, which I actually ended up using on 2 of the projects, some more fish. These are a little bit smaller fish. The riverbank, if you will, the rocks. It's a great, great bundle. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play with. I'm actually surprised. I think I'm on my 7th card with it. I don't normally do that. Oh, perfect. Then we'll definitely try to get it out for you. Okay, now I've got my dies stuck. So we're just going to lay those aside. Let's start with this cute little bookbinding card. We got some fun folds in here today too. How cute is this? So you got the accent of the designer paper on the inside because it's peeking through the aperture that we created with the stitched circle. All right, so I've already done the die cutting and the scoring and all of that. So we're just going to go ahead and crease. We're using Pretty Peacock for our card base, cut 4 1/4 by 11. And then I did use the stitch circle to create the opening both in the paper, and so I mounted these 2 together with temporary adhesive. And then I die cut that circle so I'd have them both lined up perfectly. Let me find my adhesive, which might be a problem because I took it upstairs and I never brought it back. So now I have to run and get a refill kit. Okay. No matter how many times I try to make sure I've got my adhesive refilled, invariably. That was a big old glue dot I just pulled off of there. Did you see that? Okay. Let's get it started. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and mount this. I'm going to put adhesive on all 4 sides, obviously, to the card front. Doing my best to line it up. That looks pretty good. And then this piece is going to go on the inside. And if I did it right, yes, our little otters that are swimming around in there are going to show through. Anybody have the Otterly Awesome set? You love the fold? Yeah, I like this fold too. It's an easy one, right? You don't have to think real hard about it. Hey, Corinne, good to see you. Whoops. Let's make sure they're going in the right orientation. What do you say? There we go. How cute. Then I cut a piece of the greenery from the same designer series paper pack. This is the one that coordinates with the otters. All right. We're going to bring in our circles and our accent pieces. I'm falling out of my chair today for some reason. I'm not really sure why. We're going to use Simply Said. And you know I'm a big fan of Simply Said, even though it is a simple stamp set. You have this one? I know, I really like this set, or the otter set. But I reach for it all the time. I like the shape, which I know is a stupid reason to use a stamp. But I'll tell you a secret between you and me. When I design a card, sometimes, not always, because sometimes I'm designing it for a specific person or a birthday or whatever. But I design the card, and then depending upon what my shape is for my greeting, I just go looking for something that's going to fit in that shape. So we're going to stamp Let's Celebrate from Simply Said on here. I told my husband that the other day, and he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. He was stunned. Hey, Carol Deegan, good to see you. Hi, Jen. See everybody. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hey, maybe we need to move to noon. I don't know. What do you think? Is this a better time than 10 a.m. on Tuesdays? All right, and then we're going to mount that to a strip. I used to do noon. It would have to be noon on Tuesdays because a lot of my Wednesdays I'm in Gettysburg. Oh, that left my hand before I was ready for it to. I hate when that happens. Let's see if we can line that up. There we go. And then we're going to pop that on down here with dimensionals. But while I've got the Calypso Coral ink open, let's go ahead and stamp Hello Friend. And that's from Hope You Know. Another core stamp set in my studio because look at all those different greetings. And I'm looking at this. I'm not sure there's a stamp in there I haven't used. And that's really rare because sometimes I buy a set and I only use 2 or 3 stamps out of it. Let's go ahead and mount this. That's going to get popped on over here. And I'm also going to use a dimensional for that. So we'll grab those. Let's celebrate. Okay, and then dots for days. I've been playing with these a lot. I used these in my Just Cards class this month, which we had the in-person event yesterday. I have so much fun with those ladies. There's a core group that comes almost every month, and then we pick up a couple others each month. And it's just a really fun class. Although I was told yesterday this was supposed to be a simple class, and it wasn't quite as simple as they were hoping. So we used Calypso Coral by the greeting, and we used a pool party up at the top. And then we're going to grab a piece of scrap paper because we're going to put some fish on the inside of our card in the Calypso coral. And I'm just going to stamp them right across the bottom. There we go. Happy birthday. Either I'm weak this morning or somebody put glue on my ink pad. Wow. Snug. I'm trying to do better at putting tools away when I've used them. A, so I know exactly where to go to find them again, and B, whoops, wrong card. And B, there's less mess to clean up when we're done. And then we're going to go ahead and seal the book binding up. And I will grab my phone folder, make sure that has good contact all over. And there we go. There is project number 1 with the Awesomely Otters. And those little guys are the star of the show, right from the designer series paper. I think you'll find that on most of the cards today. I think I used the designer series paper practically on one of them, including the images of the otters. Because why not, right? We've got a die that cuts some of them out, but you can also very easily fussy cut. You know, I'm not a big fussy cutter, but I figure if I can do it, you can do it, right? Okay, so this one we did in our club. Oh, thanks, guys. This one we did in our club this month, or last month. Last month, I guess. Yes, last month. We're cute together. And I made it an anniversary card, but you could just as easily make this a Valentine's card with a Valentine's greeting on the inside, right? And speaking of fussy cutting, I fussy cut that image from the designer series paper. That is not one, sadly, that has the coordinating die, but they're pretty easy to fussy cut. So we're just going to mount the DSP right to the pecan pie card base. Very good. Good crease. And then I have a piece of that same greenery that I used on the last card, but we have this really cool, almost water effect. So we're going to mount that. I feel like I'm missing a piece of paper. Or 2. And I most definitely am. So we're going to do the front. There's my log. I did die cut the log out of Early Espresso. Grab my scrap paper again. And a blending brush with my garden green. I always start off because I don't want a big daub of dark ink when my brush makes first contact with the cardstock. Trying to decide how high up I want to go with that. I think that's good. And then before I put that away, so here's the tiny little greenery stamp that's in the stamp set, but I needed more greens. So I just build it up like that. And I can even go up one more if I want to. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Make it taller. think we'll stop there on that side. So I'm going to mount the log flat in between there. And you want to be careful because if you can't tell on screen, the log has all the cool cuts in it. And I just realized I put the adhesive on the front, but no one's ever going to know that, right? So when you're putting your adhesive on, you want to be gentle, otherwise you'll tear the die cut. We're going to pop the little otters that we fussy cut from the designer series paper. There's a lot of images that you can fussy cut or die cut out of that paper. That's not where I really wanted you. There we go. Hey, Melinda, good to see you. Thanks, Debbie. Hey, Judy from Calgary. Awesome. How's the weather in Calgary? Now, I just did everything wrong on that card. And who can tell me what I did wrong? Anybody tell me what I did wrong on that card? I mounted everything. And I didn't stamp first. So we're going to say a prayer, right? Where Cute Together comes directly from the Otter stamp set. So like I said, I did it as an anniversary card, but it could easily be a Valentine's card. I'm going to move this a little closer to me. Nice. It was 19 here yesterday, feeling like 9. And I had to be out and about in it. That was not fun. At least it wasn't snow. I won't tell you how many times I went through the kit and still missed that I didn't have the pieces to do the inside. But the inside is simply the same layers. And then I used the happy anniversary from Layers of Beauty. Oh, so, and I did it in the pecan pie. And I almost made another mistake. We're just going to put our adhesive on the left side so we don't seal our card closed. But the trick for lining it up so the piece on the inside doesn't show on the back is after you've applied your adhesive, lay it down so it's lined up with this side and then close the back on top of it. Rather than trying to get it centered over here and then you find out, oh, I'm too high, I'm too low, I'm too far over, right? So that's my trick for that. And I will fix that one. And we're going to use some of the Riverside. This is part of the suite as well. These Riverside irregular pearls. And they're actually very cool. In my free time, I'm going to design different packaging for our embellishments. So you've got some white, some gray, and then the bottom is blue. And there's 2 different sizes, which is nice. And we're going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. Oh my goodness. Something's wrong with that picture. But if you're in the 30s, I'm going to come that direction too. Apparently, you guys are warmer than we are. My poor husband, and I didn't get to take a video this year. I usually take a video. He does the outside decorating. And if you know what blow molds are, and I don't know, they stem way back to, I don't know. I know we had them when I was a kid growing up. But anyway, we have a ton of blow molds, a ton. And continuing to buy more every year. We antique a lot. We get a lot of them in the antique stores. And they have brought them back. I think in the last couple of years we've seen new ones in the stores. But anyway, they're still out there, and so he has to go out and take them down. So he thinks he's going to do it tomorrow. He's going to take a half day tomorrow. Because I'll be in Gettysburg from starting tomorrow morning through the weekend. So okay, so there we go. We'll just pretend I did the inside, and like I said, that is the trick, is to add your adhesive, set it up, line it up over here, and then close the back flap, and it will be aligned perfectly every time. But I think that was so cute. I think they're all cute. Okay, let's get these out of the way. About this cute little guy. So more of the Riverside Pearls, the little log again, another fussy cut image from the designer series paper. And here's our new circle dies. So I'm still sad about losing the deckled circles, but these are called the Around It All dies, and they are irregular circles, and there's a ton of them. There are 12 circles in there. I'm off camera. I just realized it. Let me come back a little bit. I finally got the camera fixed, and now I'm still functioning like I'm up here somewhere. So yeah, so there's 12 of these irregular circles in there. So that's what I used here. And then I have a little trick to show you as well on this one. So these are all very simple fun folds. We're taking advantage of the beautiful paper that is part of the suite and some pretty peacock. This is, I don't have a ruler here, so I can't tell you what this is. Yes, I can. This is cut to 6 by 5 1/4. And then I scored it at 2. Okay. So we're going to use that. I hate to cover that up, but we must to make this card. And then it's just a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of peacock cardstock for our base. Okay. And then I die cut my circles. And I fussy cut my little otter. And the cool thing is, you could make this into a bigger card or go this way with it and have them facing each other, because they give you both directions or both directional images in the designer series paper. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of pool party blending on our basic white circle. You probably can't see what I'm doing, can you? Okay. Oops. Deborah. Oh, that's funny. That would be me, my friend. Okay, so we are going to use your Otterly Awesome, which is, of course, the name of the stamp set for the inside. Ideally, we would like to stamp it in the appropriate orientation. And I kind of want the irregularity to show. It gives it a little more character, so I'm going to spin it. Okay. And I'm not going to mount that yet, but I am going to set it right there. So when I did this, and I was, trying to get everything coordinated, I'm like, I need that white circle to have some darker around it. And there's not a die in between these two to give me a matting layer. So what I did, and I usually do this with my Stampin' Up markers, but they were across the room and I was in design mode. So I took my light Pretty Peacock, and I'm using the bullet tip because, I always like to protect that brush tip. And I'm just dragging it on that edge. And you can do it as much or as little as you want. I just wanted a slight edging, as if I had a very fine or thin layer behind it. If you want to use the dark, you can use the dark. And I'm actually using the bullet itself to go across the paper rather than taking the paper into the blend. That way I'm less likely to actually cut into my bullet tip with the side of the paper. But sometimes we just need that darker border, if you will, and we don't have a coordinating next size up mat or size in between. And then it just stands out just a little bit more when you put it down on your paper, on your other paper. You want it to come in further, angle the brush tip as you go around. So it's leaning a little bit more in. Just make sure you don't lay it flat. And you'll get a little more depth to that line going around. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Hopefully that shows up on camera. You see that difference that it made? All right, let's go ahead and, oops, no, you're going to go in later. I think we're going to go like that and then put this across the bottom. Now I am going to stamp that cute little thanks. That cute little thanks, man, that is a tiny little thanks. It's perfect for fitting into tight spaces, right? That comes from Hearts and Hugs. And I think this might be an online exclusive as well. I think. So if you haven't gone into the online exclusive section of our website, you really want to. There is a lot of good stuff in there. They are going to continue to load stuff in there every couple of months, I think. And it's stuff that you're not going to find in any of your catalogs. So if you're not checking that out, you're definitely going to be missing some stuff. Now I want to put him on here because I got to go reverse, right? So we're going to stick this right about there in the Calypso Coral. And then I should be able to build my little creature. You could do that as well, Judy. I'm not as controlled doing it that way, but yes, you can absolutely do that. You might get a little more ink up on the surface of the circle, depending on how controlled you are with it. But without a doubt, you can do it that way. Yep. Make sure I get the back side this time. And I have done that as well. I just knew that I wanted it a little bit thinner and a little bit more controlled. So that's why I did the blend. But you have options that way. He's going to get popped with a dimensional or two. And I'm going to mount him first, and then I'll put my greeting on behind. And again, we're just going on the side. Sometimes I get excited and put my adhesive way too far, further than I want to, all right? There we go. Now I can bring this in. Just want to make sure. There we go. Well, straight would be good after I really rubbed it into place, huh? Hey, that's the first thing I've had an issue with straight, though. That's an improvement. I was excited yesterday. Apparently, fingers crossed, God willing, I am going to get some of my color vision back. So that's exciting. Because I notice it's getting worse. So I'll be happy about that. And if you're not a regular follower, I've had sight vision problems that resulted in me losing some sight in my eyes. And now I have cataracts. So I'm having cataract surgery, hopefully, so that things will get a little better. I think he's adorable. He's just a little guy. He's a little baby otter. Me too. And apparently, here. I don't know if you're an art buff, you might know this. I love Monet. I just love him. But he had cataracts, and apparently he did the lily pad painting. Name escapes me right now. Pre-surgery and post-surgery, and the range of colors that he used are so much more in the post-surgery than the pre-surgery. So I have to go look it up. But the eye doctor was telling me that, or the surgeon, I guess, not the eye doctor. So anyway, okay, so there is our otters for today. How cute are they? And I just realized I used Pretty Peacock on both of those. I think that's an adorable set. Again, it doesn't have to be for kids. Like I said, this is an anniversary. It would make a great Valentine's card as well. If you haven't checked out the online store, make sure you do it. There's some really beautiful things out there, fun things, lots of embellishments, lots of stamps and dies, etc. So be sure you're checking that out. Remember, if you're interested in creativity delivered for the month of January, it looks like this. These are fun folds as well. This is a double easel. Let's move these for a second. This is a double easel card. Okay, so it opens up like a regular card base and sits like that. This is the joy fold, of course. This is the drapery. And then this is just a straight on pretty card with the designer series papers in there. Plus you're going to get the bonus card, one of these in your pack, as well as the full pack of the designer paper and die cuts, the gold brushed specialty paper, a sheet of that, and the party dots. Registration link is below. And just in case, this is this month's just cards, showing you all kinds of stuff. The PDF is free with a $35 product order. When you hit a $45 product order or more, you're going to get the card kits and the PDF. And there's an in-person class the second Tuesday of every month. If we're mailing them, we ask $5 postage, but other than that, it's free for you. So keep that in mind as well. My website is here along with this month's host code, which you need to use in order to get these. That's how I know you put the order in and you're looking for them. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate you tuning in. Maybe we'll try lunch on Tuesdays and see what happens for a couple of weeks. Be safe, take care, have a great week. And remember, if you follow me on Facebook, I will not be live Sunday night. I'm going to be away. So I'll try to get that rescheduled as soon as I can. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.